Hello everyone, and welcome to the first build episode of this year's Mogoween. Mogoween! To kick off an entire month of gross and scary programming, we're getting back to our roots and showing you a new zombie effect. Now I know what some of you may be thinking. Eric, you've done zombie effects already. Twice. But by now, I feel like zombies are a Mogoween tradition. Also, zombies are awesome. This week, we're going to be showing you some new zombie makeup techniques like exposed brains and an eye hanging out of its socket. Here to determine our budget is Scary Gary. Spirit gum, nose and scar wax, liquid latex, thick blood, plastic wrap, assorted makeup, and a paper or plastic plate.
1,000 reasons we love food. Number 304.
I would have to say because it's fun.
Experience the 999 other reasons at hungrynation.tv.
Today, Julie's going to build on our 2 previous zombie episodes and show us some new effects, namely an exposed brain and an eye hanging out of its socket. Let's start with the brains. The first step is to take some nose wax and roll it into a long, thin strand. Take this strand and bend and curve it like so. This coiled, flat piece will act as our brains. Now, choose the spot you want your brains to go and stick them on with spirit gum. Next, take your plastic plate and cut it to the appropriate size and shape to cover up your fake brains. Cut a hole in the center, leaving jagged edges like so. Attach this over your brains with spirit gum and then cover the edges with more nose wax. To help blend the edges of your nose wax with the actor's real skin, use some baby oil. Next, thin out the inner edges of the nose wax with your fingers, carefully pulling at it to create the look of torn skin at the edges of the exposed skull. Cover the whole wound in a layer of liquid latex and move on to the rest of your zombie's face. Julie is using a similar technique to create torn flesh as our previous zombie builds, but instead of using toilet paper, she is using clear plastic wrap. This makes it much easier to blend the color of the actor's skin with the fake skin later on. To add some color to our zombie's face, we'll be using the same techniques as we did in previous builds, except for the brains. Add some lighter red and pink colors, then finish up with some fake blood. When adding your makeup, really get inside all the cracks and crevices of your brain. Now onto the eyeball. First, apply spirit gum on and around the eyelid, but be very careful to avoid the eyelashes and the eye itself. Now take a small cotton pad and cut it down until it fits just over the eye. Place the cotton pad on top of the eye and stipple some liquid latex over the cotton. Next, shape a ring of nose wax big enough to just fit around the cotton-covered eye. Just like with the flesh on the skull, thin out the edges with baby oil and create a torn flesh effect. Once you're happy with the shape, cover everything in a thin layer of liquid latex. Using liquid latex and spirit gum, attach the back of your prop eye to the center of your wound like so. Next, generously apply black makeup to the inside of the eye wound, focusing on the very center where the eye hangs out. Then, tap some brighter reds and purples into and all around the edge of the wound. Now, take some thick blood and use it to coat the insides of your wound, the eye stalk, and if you want, the eye itself. And just like that, you have a torn out eye. Finish the rest of your zombie's face makeup as we described before, and you are done. Alright, before I end the show, I have to give you guys the lowdown on all the awesomeness that Mogulween has to offer. First off, we're adding an extra BFX build episode and test film, bringing the total to 4 spooky Halloween projects. Second, we've got spooky episodes of Beyond the Trailer and The Real Good Show. Third, we've got a special show coming out every Wednesday in October called Mogulween Horror Classics. Check it out. Last but not least, we have our 1-minute horror film contest where you could win a limited edition Mogulween HD camera. Check out all the details at this link, and we will see you next week. If you could see any celebrity turned into a zombie, who would it be? Let us know by leaving a comment down below.